Chopper 2 was overhead today as drenching rain flooded multiple communities in Central Florida. Cars were stranded in the streets and homes were surrounded by water, and some of that water even made it into homes in Edgewater.
Chopper 2 catching one child, making the most of the flooding right here. As you can see, floating down a street turned into a lazy river in an inner tube. West 2 is bringing you team coverage as people begin to dry out. First Warning meteorologist Marquise Mita is tracking just how much rain fell today. Marquise.
We start actually with Haley Krummelholm live in Edgewater, talking with multiple people who say today marked the third time their homes flooded since Hurricane Ian.
Yeah, so a lot of people are dealing with some water at this point today. We spoke with the mayor earlier tonight. He said about 100 homes took on some water today, about 50 of those homes more significantly. While we've seen some of that water recede throughout the day, you can see here at the 22nd Street intersection, still about ankle deep.
Oh, it's gone way down.
Mary Ellum took us through her flooded home on Pine Bluff Street Friday.
By 11:30, 12, it was ankle deep.
Friday marks the third time in the last few years her home has flooded.
We were still fixing the house during Milton from Ian, and we're still fixing the house from Milton during this.
Over on Mango Tree Drive, Juanita LaGreca is dealing with flooding in her home for the third time, too.
My husband is in there with the shop vac trying to vacuum it up as much as he can. What do we do? What do we do at this point?
LaGreca said they took out a second mortgage to pay for repairs after Ian. They were just finishing up repairs from Milton.
I'm very emotional. This is the third time. I have a child to get married in 2.5 weeks. I have company coming from out of state that's supposed to stay with me in my home. I don't know what to do now.
We asked Edgewater Mayor Diesel Depew what was being done to help with flooding Friday. He said they had 2 pumps at the 18th Street Canal, which a lot of the city's retention ponds feed into. And there were pumps in other parts of the city as well.
We're pumping what we can. The water is receding at a proper level, but it's not enough. Unfortunately, like I've said since I've came on as mayor, we cannot continue not adding to our infrastructure and adding new developments until we have a stormwater master plan completed.
He says that plan will tell the city where their watershed is going and what projects need to be done because of it. He said the plan will be done in December.
Does that mean people could be looking at years before they see this corrected in a major way?
Well, look, we're 25 years behind now. We need to get caught up. We need the infrastructure. We need help. I think it depends on how it's funded. If Congress is going to help us, if this Florida State Senate and House is going to help us, which they have.
We saw water start to recede over the hours we were in Edgewater Friday. But for the folks we talked to, the damage was already done.
How do you continue to rebuild from nothing and have it happen again and again and again?
Again, the mayor hoping that with the completion of that new stormwater master plan, they'll be able to start working towards some more long-term solutions. Covering Volusia County live in Edgewater, Haley Krummelholm, West 2 News.
Further north, the city of Daytona Beach warned of flooded roads there. This is part of Beach Street underwater. The city says heavy rain and high tide caused the flooding today. And even if it looks shallow, it may be hiding debris and potholes that can cause damage. So as always, best to find another route. And parts of Brevard County also flooded. Streets in Cocoa, Palm Bay, and Titusville were underwater. Many people we talked to say they know their area is prone to minor flooding during big storms, but they were surprised by today's flooding.
So last night the wind was coming so strong off the river, it actually was going under the bags and still getting in our garage, and we had a pump running in the garage to get water back out to the house. And this isn't even a hurricane.
Some cars, like this one there, even end up underwater in this Palm Bay neighborhood.
All right, we do want to bring in First Warning meteorologist Marquise Mita now. A lot of rain falling in such a short amount of time today. It really is a perfect storm setup here.
We had so many different variables and ingredients combining today. Not only did we watch an area of low pressure move from the Gulf, swing across the Atlantic, we also have a cold front increasing our chance for those showers, and it also lines up with the tides today. I know we were talking about king tide all week long. That's when the earth, moon, and the sun line up perfectly, so we have that strong gravitational pull for our tides to produce rain showers like we've seen in those high wave heights of 5 to 8 foot conditions. Take a look at the rainfall that fell across Volusia County, New Smyrna Beach, 7.16 inches. We were just talking about the water stacking up in Edgewater You were just shy of 7 inches of rain today, 6.81. Glencoe, nearly 4.5 inches, 4.56. Ponce Inlet, Port Orange, you guys had multiple inches of rain today. We're actually going to carry these coastal flood alerts through Sunday, as we'll still be dealing with those high wave heights. So it's a coastal flood advisory for southern Brevard County. That turns into a coastal flood warning as you move north across the county and then into Volusia and also Flagler County, where we could still see that possible chance for flooding even after the rain. Still dealing with a few showers, but our live radar was filled this afternoon. Take a look at some of the areas that we just don't have the readings for, the ground gauges, but we can still get a radar indication of 11 plus inches of rain just outside of Palm Bay. Further towards the north, it looks like Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach, 9 inches of rain there. New Smyrna, we had your total a second ago, but this is what our radar was pinging. Over 7 inches of rain just east of I-95. In our north and easternmost beach communities could still see some showers out the door tomorrow morning. I'll be timing it all out coming up in the next 15 minutes.